Burke had written the unsigned note during the flight. He expressed a grudge against a man called Ray.
Hi, Ray. I think it's sort of ironical that we end up like this. I asked for some leniency for my family, remember? Well, I got none, and you'll get none.
The air sickness bag is the conclusive clue they've been searching for, the clue that establishes David Burke's motive. The Ray in the note is identified as airline station manager Ray Thompson. He worked for PSA's parent company, US Air. He was also David Burke's former boss. Burke had a troubled history, both with the company and with the law. 3 weeks after being fired, Burke was given an opportunity to appeal. Under intense financial pressure, Burke was near the end of his rope. Investigators now know that in the days leading up to the crash, David Burke went from a grieved ex-employee to a man coldly planning murder. After his meeting with Thompson, he went to his locker, possibly to get the gun. Instead of returning to the office, Burke decided to buy a ticket for Flight 1771, a flight he knew Ray Thompson would be on. Why Burke opted to kill so many others along with his former boss is a question that defies rational explanations. It's clear Burke's attack on Flight 1771 was meticulously planned. But exactly how events unfolded once his rampage began is still uncertain. NTSB investigators have provided a big piece of the puzzle. They've been able to match up the bullet-punctured seat fragment with an exact onboard location, Row 4, Seat C. Records show that on Flight 1771 that seat was unoccupied, but the seat directly in front of that empty seat was occupied by Ray Thompson. The finding points to the sheer power of Burke's .44 caliber handgun. His first 2 shots pierced not 1 but 2 airline seats. They now know that Burke shot at least 4 people during his rage-filled assault on Flight 1771, Ray Thompson and 3 crew members. That accounts for 5 shots, but investigators heard 6 shots on the tape. Investigators don't know who was shot with the final bullet, just that it was fired in the cabin. But since a fragment of Burke's fingertip was recovered from the trigger guard, Bretsing reasons that the killer was alive, holding onto the gun until the very moment of impact. One man's rage meant 2 minutes of pure terror for 42 people.